Well, they come as if from outer space in a variety of weird guises. Defender, Pac-Man, asteroids. To fans, they represent a challenge. But to critics, as Terry Drinkwater reports, they are a menace.
Come on in. It's almost another world here in the video arcades of America. 1 billion games are played every month, a quarter each for Escape, which can last a long time if you're skilled. Pitch yourself against the computer. Millions, mostly teenagers, have. So many, in fact, that psychologists are beginning to worry that some youths are becoming spaced out on the space game.
You can get hooked on it.
Are you?
Yeah. It keeps on making you play the game. Once you start to play it for a while, you keep on playing it.
Any normal person would want to beat the machine.
And you come back?
Oh, sure.
Again?
Oh, sure.
Again?
Yeah.
Many cities have reacted by making the arcades off limits to all under 17 from 8 to 3. This is the after-school rush in Oakland. Long
the
hours at the
after-school
screens,
rush.
Psychologists say, can lead to extreme introversion, youngsters communicating in a video fantasy land and not with their peers or parents.
It's not addictive in the sense of a drug dependency where you're going to have withdrawal symptoms, but it is physically, you can become physically dependent upon it because you get an arousal and then a relaxation response. It's the same as a roller coaster.
So they can't hear us right now, right?
Playing cards intensely.
Many teenagers are frank in admitting their dependency.
Well, it's moving lights partly. Some of these games are really hard to do. It just takes a lot of skill, hand-eye coordination, and it doesn't cost as much as some other things, and it's legal.
Yeah, it is. Because you sit there and you just want to play it more and more.
We don't really prefer to use the word addictive. We think it's to use the term compelling and highly popular, which obviously they are.
And the manufacturers add they teach a bit about computers, too. This is the current craze game, Pac-Man.
I like the little man. He's really neat. He eats up all the other things, you know.
How about that Pac-Man song that I hear around here all the time?
Yeah, you sing it a lot. You hum it.
Indeed, and play it on the jukebox at full volume. Psychologists remind us every younger generation has to have something to scare adults. Right now, all of this is certainly it. Terry Drinkwater, CBS News, San Francisco.
Okay, I gotta show something else here too. Hold on a second.
Okay, we can hear you when we're down there and not pulled up there. Can they hear us right now?
I can hear you. I think. I don't know. Okay. I'm at the stage. There we go. Yeah, we're all back.
Oh, okay. You did.
I didn't show something else here.
Different. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Daddy's got you.
We're going here. I want to look at this one too. All right.
I'm the captain now.
I dug this up. Used to have a little pencil. I play track and field with a little pencil and make it go really fast between the buttons.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like a little pencil.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that. I love the fashion. I love, like, what color do you want your outfit to be?
I think I had that shirt.
All of them at once. Please. Thank you. And hot pink in there. You guys seen Hot Tub Time Machine?
There's one more I want to show you too, because I just think it's really important for tonight's guests. And who needs no introduction. Let me just do this last one here, and then we're going to get into it here. And go, because I just want to set the scene here. I think this is really important.
Hi.
All right. Yes. Yes. It was Shadow, Speedy. Wait, Bashful. Oh, so I see. Clyde. He was Pokey.
Oh no, this is the beginning. I was actually gonna go in there and change all of the little ghost guys to our names, but
Oh, dude.
does this give you flashbacks, Mark?
Hey, I was there too. How old are you, Mark? You go first.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I'm old.
Hell yeah.
I bet I'm older than you.
Old enough to remember when this came out.
Oh man, it's
just
just
have
one
really
of those
good
things. You
genes.
just have to like play it. Like, hey guys, welcome to Sombrero. We have a special guest tonight. This will be his third time here. He doesn't need too much of an introduction for those of you
It's
that have been
DJ
listening for a
Curious.
while.
It's
It's DJ. Of course, Mark Sargent, and of course, DJ.
Sorry about that, Mark.
His good-looking co-host.
I wish I could look like DJ for a day.
Didn't mean to step on your toes there.
I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is.
You have a boyfriend? When did you get a boyfriend? Why didn't you tell me you had a boyfriend?
I think he means me.
Oh.
I don't think you're supposed to put a label on anything that just takes 10 minutes on Grinder or whatever they would call the gay one.
All I can say is after
hello.
4 wonderful evenings in a hotel room with DJ, I know him a lot better. How about that?
Oh my God.
We went deep on things.
Let's just stay away from the words.
Yeah. Dude, it's Oktoberfest.
I was on top of it, DJ. You believe that?
After DJ let me
this
take a
podcast,
shower in his
we'll
hotel
get to
room.
the bottom of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did. I mean,
Yeah,
our chat already has potty mouths, so like, don't
I wish
encourage
you
the
guys were
chat.
there.
Oh, I'm not going to. When I took a shower at DJ's hotel room, I came back down there, and of course, all the years of gay jokes coming from me, and they were like, "Rico, how was it? Are you glad you switched?" Like they were picking on me all night. Like, dude, even if I was, like, he's so far out of my league. I'm like a 7.9230, and he's like a 8.14.
Exactly. You guys are making it sound like I'm so easy. It's like, come on.
Are you talking about sizes of your
No,
7.92?
no, 1 through 10 hotness rating.
Oh, I thought you were talking about inches or centimeters.
I thought we were talking about the dangle of the dongle there.
Anyways, welcome Mark Sargent to Tinfoil
guys are
Sombrero. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for gracing us with your presence on this foul-mouthed show. We really appreciate it.
Hobbits.
Mark, I'm 48. How old are you?
Oh,
Really?
I'm 57.
Oh, wow. Okay, you're Walt's age. You know Walt, right?
And proud to say that at 57, because of DJ and Ben, I had the best picture probably ever taken of me in decades at this conference with no AI at all. So I'm very happy about that.
I gotta say, we're gonna pull up this morning interview you did in the UK. I want to say it's like five years ago. I know. Well, I know, but what I was getting ready to say is like you've like sharpened up and like your physical appearance has like gotten like amazing over the last couple years. I don't know if you're working out or whatever, but I wanted to pull this one, and so like Mark's a little heavier in this one, but like I wanted to just show what it looks like.
40
what it looks like. Yeah. Do you want me to I don't have to show it, Mark, if you don't want to. Do you want me to show it?
Show it. It's the reason why I am 40 pounds lighter is because of that interview. Literally because of that interview. I saw it. I've seen it enough times. Every time I'm like, God help me. What was I doing?
Well, you know, it's like also the film ads. It's that old adage: film ads like 20 pounds, right? Like anytime you're on screen.
I think it's only 10. Thank you. Thank you.
But anyway, ladies, he's looking really, really good these days. But we're going to go back to like one of these old interviews. And I want to like do some supposition here because like this was leading up to, or not supposition, but just this was leading up to when the purge happened on YouTube. In other words, when someone decided flat earth is dangerous. I never realized that flat earth would be so dangerous, just figuring out like where we live, but it became dangerous. And we all saw the YouTube meeting in Washington where they were like, we're not going to recommend flat earth videos anymore. Of all topics that they could have like shoved to the bottom of the recommendations list. Why flat Earth? It's like if it's so stupid, if it's so dumb, then you guys can just laugh. But then there's this other thing. It's like, well, maybe we're over the target. So I enjoyed this interview. I'm going to pull this up.
Like a better example would be like a militia or a Waco situation to talk about, like not, provoking, but flat Earth. Why'd you bring that one as your example?
Right. It's just weird. It's weird that that it's that big of a deal, but maybe that's why it's such a big deal. I'm just going to kind of skip through this. It's 12 minutes long, but we're going to just kind of. I just want to watch it.
Most of us have spent our entire lives thinking that the Earth looks like this, but you can forget about that because the Earth, in fact, well done, nicely caught, looks like this. This is what it is. It's flat, and it has a just like Game of Thrones. It has a big ice wall surrounding it.
Mark Sargent is one of the leading voices in the flat
There he
earth.
is.
He believes it's time that we all woke up and realised that we actually are living on a flat disk.
Well, Mark joins us now.
Welcome.
Good morning, Mark.
Welcome.
I mean, obviously, there are thousands of questions.
I want to do like captions of what Mark is actually thinking in his head. Like his micro expressions, like you little bitch.
So like right there, like you can already see that. Okay, so this is like what I really like watching is the immediate gaslighting / behavior of morning hosts. Okay, and I've seen this across the board. And I know, Mark, I know you've seen it. They're already setting it up with laughs and with smirky faces. Now, I don't know if these two were nice to you. Maybe they were nice, or maybe they were just.
They were nice, but when you get up to a certain level, it's not about the hosts anymore. A lot of people don't know that. It is straight up Ron Burgundy, which is they will follow whatever the producer.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Is it the Earth was flat? And then
I ordered a meal from a taco place like that. Every sentence ended with a question mark. Sorry.
I met Ron Burgundy.
No kidding. He was
I
dressed
did.
as Ron Burgundy, or did you meet Will Ferrell?
The real Ron Burgundy. He was doing a documentary it was at the Coolidge Corner Theater.
Yeah.
And I was like walking past. I was going to school. It was in Boston. It was when his documentary came out. And he was standing outside of the theater smoking a cigarette. And I was like, hey, do you have an extra cigarette? And I was like, I love this theater. And I like had a conversation with him, and he was like, oh, I'm Ron Burgundy. And I was like, oh, I saw your name on like the marquee. I'm like, that's really cool. Like they're doing a documentary about you. And he was like, well, yeah, I kind of made an impact. And I was like,
impact. I want to be on you.
And I'll never forget it. I should like, and then I went home and I looked him up. And and then I found out that my life was a lie.
Long we think, right, okay,
I love you, Nico.
now we can see that it's actually round. Sure, we've seen that it's round.
Sure.
So how come it's not?
It's not because we can't prove it's a globe. Everything that in fact, it starts out with everybody that's in the Flyers community starts out looking at the globe saying,
Mark looks good now.
Can you prove the
You
globe?
just had a little fat stage, that's all.
Because it's not that we found out that
You
the
should
world
see
was a
Stefan
globe
from the
back in
Deftones back in the
1972.
late
For 5
'90s. He's like a
centuries.
third.
So that's how everyone.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, did they set that up? Did they put that like gold mask behind you over your shoulder on purpose? And that big huge bouquet of red roses, are those real? Is that a red Easter egg behind you, Mark?
There's no AI behind me. That was just a straight up sound stage in the middle of London. And as far as I know, no graphics were really used.
London is so weird.
This was
You
the
color
beginning
tears
of,
are weird, people.
This was the beginning of 2020 when
without using NASA, because it's not that we found out that the world was a globe back in 1972. We knew for 5 centuries. So that's how everyone starts. You try to prove it in a court of law.
I flew in Concorde, and I was lucky enough to fly in Concorde, and you get up to 65,000 feet, and I could see the curvature.
Oh, bullshit.
Of the Earth. That was proof to me. How come that wasn't true?
And yet I could show you weather balloon footage from 120,000 feet, and it's absolutely tabletop flat. And Neil deGrasse Tyson, the world's most famous scientist, no offense to Brian Cox, he'll come out and tell you, no civilian will ever be able to see the curvature of the Earth.
So is he lying?
No, I'm not saying that you're
curvature
lying.
though
I'm
with
saying
that
you
thing.
wanted to see the
Liz,
curvature.
help me out here. You did it
We
last
have got
time.
to the point where literally anybody,
Sorry.
fully
Anybody
What were you
know what I'm
saying?
talking about? Liz, you had it last time. You remember what it's called, but you would see it wouldn't be a perfect square in front of you if you saw this. So it would look round too because of the distance in the corners. Go on, Liz, you had it last
It's
time.
just bullshit. Nobody saw any curvature from any plane at all. Period. Just bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Well, it would look like curvature, but it's
You have
the
I have
limits
more
of your
proof than you.
eyesight
Yeah.
in a line away from your face.
Everybody thinks they see curvature because
Yeah. To be fair to Philip, it's not that he saw it, and I'm sure I told him this. He wanted to see it. It's very Orwellian, which is we're conditioned to see things, and it's like, well, we're told it's a curvature, therefore we expect to see a curvature. So subconsciously, we saw the curvature, and it's like, and then Neil Tyson
Subconsciously, we saw that. What?
Subconsciously,
wait, hold the phone. So subconsciously we saw it, but we saw it on TV too. So it must be real, right? Like subconsciously and
subconsciously, you want to see the curvature because you were told it's a globe again and again and again. And
subconsciously, I want to see a lot of things.
True.
But you actually do see a curve. I can't believe you guys, of all people, don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay,
Actually, subconsciously, I want to stop
I've got the footage
here. I'm gonna watch this. Come on, here we go.
here that's direct from the space station, and
This
that's
guy's voice drives me
live
nuts. He
pictures
sounds like
from
a
the space
golem.
station now.
Right.
That's
Start,
all alive.
Look at the
again,
space
started from the
station
American
right
military.
now.
Yes, absolutely. I'm saying it's worse than that.
So what is that then? What am I looking at if I'm not looking at live pictures?
You're looking
Oh,
at
bitch, bend
CGI,
over.
nothing more. Something that started out very simple back in the 1950s and advanced till today.
So I'm a bit of a space nut.
Sure.
And
Sorry.
and so no. I mean,
He's
I'm
nuts.
I'm very happy with that,
Come on,
and I've
Liz.
got the app on my phone, which has got where the space station is right now, and I have
Dave
in
talks
the
about it all
past
the time.
looked at those live pictures,
Yes.
and I have seen where the space station is, and thought, right, it's coming over me now, and so I have watched the space station. You can see it as that light. It doesn't blink, doesn't flash, goes over as a solid light, and at the same time, I've looked at my laptop and I've seen where I am.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying
Bullshit. He's
there's
lying.
something up there. No question. Is there a vehicle that could be the ISS up there? Yeah. Are there people inside it? No. Not a chance. And you can look at the interior footage, and the production value is horrible. I challenge anybody. We've got.
I've interviewed both of us. We've interviewed Tim Peake from this sofa.
I know. And
So what was I doing? Who was I talking to? Where was he?
you were talking to a military officer, nothing more. I talked to Terry Virts, American astronaut. And look, they're all, you got to remember, everybody that goes up there are high-ranking military. They start out at
But
colonel
why?
and go,
Why would he bother?
why would you bother faking it?
Yeah, why? What's the point of faking it?
Well, that's one of the bigger questions, which is why keep this thing a secret? And we're talking about,
No, but why fake it?
because if you don't fake it, eventually the private industry is going to get involved, and then they're going to find out on their own. This is
And why that would be bad? Because
if you don't keep this thing a secret. Remember, we're talking about something that was discovered back in 1960. The public wasn't ready in 1960.
Dude, they're
They
sitting
just
on a
weren't. Their
mid-century
potential,
modern couch.
academically, economically, religiously.
Yeah, he
chaos,
really does,
potentially.
Peter. I've never
But-
seen
so
him.
they weren't going
lose
to take
grip.
that chance.
So
I've even seen Darth lose it.
What's that?
Talking about how professional Mark stays. Like I've seen
Yeah.
Dave lose his cool before, but I've never seen Mark. Mark, you were the second video I ever saw in 2015, March of 2015, March 11th of 2015.
Thank you.
But
Appreciate it.
I love
I've
this
seen him lose it,
screenshot of
but
Mark
I've
right now.
never
He's
seen
like,
you-
yeah,
Every
shut up.
so pilots are involved in this.
No,
Intemperate.
no,
They
not
don't
at
know?
all. No,
They don't
no. Pilot scientists, none of those people. I have astrophysicist Brian Cox. None of them have anything to do with it.
Okay, so all of those people,
Right.
every NASA science, everyone who's scientist, everyone who's ever been involved in at any stage in any space program, whether it's industry that launches satellites, the various people that launch those satellites, everyone that's ever worked on the space shuttle or the Apollo program, they're all
it's
pointless.
No. I mean, jobs are created. It's compartmentalization. I mean, it's no different. Look, generals know the battle plans, but most of the officers below them
Were
don't.
the Apollo, those massive Apollo?
We've been to the moon, right?
Were those Apollo rockets that went up into the air? Did they go?
They didn't go anywhere.
makes
They just went off into the ocean and ditched. That was again. I'm an American. Look, we're taught, rah rah, go team, wave the flag, and so it's tough for me. because I love the American space program.
So you flew in a straight line to get here.
I did fly in a straight line to get here. Yes.
And,
Over a level playing
you've
field.
got this. So we've got a dome over the top.
Yeah. So let me do this real quick. So the globe that you threw away, what we're talking about is we are all brought up, taught that we live on this tiny little rock that's covered in a little bit of water and smoke. We're flying through this impossible vacuum of space. We're saying that we live on a flat, enclosed world that is basically, you're basically living in a big soundstage with walls and a floor and a ceiling.
The Truman Show.
The Truman Show. Yeah, very similar. That is so big that even our best and brightest didn't figure it out until about 1960. And when they did decide to keep it a secret, the really short version is you don't live on a globe. This is what it looks like on the outside. That's what it looks like on the inside. There you go.
So why don't we just fall off the edge?
For the same reason. Space
the edge.
Yeah. So why don't, for the same reason why you don't fall off the edge here. Antarctica is the only continent that doesn't look like anything else. All the other continents in here look perfectly fine.
Okay, what's it called?
Antarctica, though, and it's not necessarily an ice wall. It's just Antarctica. This really high continent.
So you think Antarctica goes all the way around?
Yep.
So where's the North Pole?
North Pole's in the center. North Pole's in the center. South Pole doesn't exist. Compasses don't work down in Antarctica. Most people don't talk about that. The Antarctic Treaty says that no corporation in the history of the world can set up shop down there forever.
What's outside?
That's a tough one, isn't it?
So
I mean, because it could be
a clue.
Well, I mean, if you can't get outside, you're not going to know for sure. But I mean, I don't think, my personal opinion is this isn't a one-off. There's not just one of these. There's more.
So we got a picture of what you think what it's.
Oh yeah. That was made by one of our people. And it's a great
make that
option.
blurry on purpose. Did they make that blurry on purpose?
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Copyright.
No, of course not.
Okay.
So
There's a hole in the wall there. There's a hole.
No.
There's a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
So can you go through that and go to the other places?
Again, flat Earth opens the minds of people. Most of the flat Earthers will stick.
That was weird. Did you catch that? It
Yeah.
was blurry on purpose for whatever.
That
I
is
don't know.
interesting.
Flat Earth opens the minds of people.
Yeah. Okay.
With something like this. But, other flat earthers, I'm not going to knock them. It opens minds.
Okay, but amongst your people,
Yes.
amongst your flat
You
earthers,
just can't unsee it.
you argue amongst yourselves as well.
Islands, we argue.
You have been accused yourself as being sort of a member, I think, of Warner Brothers or something. You're making this up.
Government agent. Yeah.
So, I mean, are you actually working on yourselves? Like, if you really believe anything,
No.
It's not even your own.
At the end of the day, again, like the Scottish Highlands, no offense, but they can all agree on one thing: they hate the English.
You said it last time.
Here,
Oh my God, I'm pretty
Pause
good.
it for 1 second. Pause it for 1 second.
At the end of the day,
Anecdotes were amazing. That was a good one.
After I made that comment, a Scottish newspaper ran with that and said, "Flat Earthers says that all Scottish hate the English." So, very next day,
You know what? That's hilarious, actually.
It didn't occur to me that I used the Scottish Highland reference in all sorts of places. Shouldn't have done it in London, but I did it. So there you go. Anyway.
I thought it was fantastic. Let's finish this out because this is good.
We all agree on one thing: that is not a globe. And you can absolutely you can hammer on the globe. Everybody starts out hating flat Earth, and everybody tears down the globe themselves. That's why we have a 99% retention rate.
Do you not believe any proof?
This guy, he reminds me of Gollum. He's like, "Where's the ring?"
He does look like Gollum a little bit.
Give me the ring. I like the ring.
They are.
Oh,
I got premium, so.
Liz, you're in the doghouse for a while. I'm really upset that you let me down that time because everyone here knows exactly what I'm talking about. I just can't find what it's called in my head.
Things.
Okay.
But
have a good
In which case,
excuse for
I've got to ask you.
Sure.
That we obviously, those of us who believe that the Earth is round,
right?
There are lots and lots of things that would help us to convince ourselves that the Earth is indeed round.
Globe, by the way.
The globe. Yeah.
I mean, technically, this is round.
Okay. And flat.
What is she writing on yellow pieces of paper?
What proof do you have? No one has ever been there. No one has ever taken any pictures of the ice wall that surrounds us.
Exactly.
So no one can get anywhere near. Why can't we go there? Why can't I?
Oh, the Antarctic Treaty. And you can go there if you want to spend, I think it's like 12,000 pounds. You can go to the edge, one of the peninsulas, and get your picture taken with penguins.
No, I want to see the wall.
The wall itself just extends for a long. You can get to the Antarctic coastline. That's not a problem.
Yeah. I want to go to the wall.
Boy, you're going to go all the way in here. No, the Antarctic Treaty forbids it. You cannot go there. It's locked down. It's the only unbroken treaty in the history of treaties.
So every country in the world.
Oh no, it's not secret information. None of this stuff is secret information.
But where are you getting that information?
What, the Antarctic Treaty? It's public domain. I mean, it's a PDF. In fact, I gave it to your producer.
But the Antarctic Treaty is about limiting the stripping of resources.
It's all corporations. every corporation in the world. No one can set up shop there. And it's also the only piece of real estate in the world that's not owned by anybody. A little strange since we're fighting over real estate all the time. But no, I mean, stripping of resources in a treaty that was built in 1959, environmentalism wasn't even a word back then.
Do we communicate with anyone out there? Is there any trade between the two places?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you that. To your proof questions, and I know we don't have a whole lot of time left. Sorry, let me give you the 5 bullet points that I gave.
He just gave himself a mental high five. I felt
hard table almost immediately. I put this challenge on Brian Cox, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Michio Kaku, any of these guys. First one would be long distance photography. Curvature of the Earth is 8 inches per mile squared. We eventually should not be able to see over the hill. We should be a hill. It should be gone. HD technology has changed that. Now we can see things way, way further. There's some wonderful work being done by Nathan Oakley and some UK teams where they're actually seeing a horizon behind oil platforms at 10, 15, 20 miles. Gravity versus the vacuum of space. Gravity's holding things down, right? That's gravity, no problem, right? You make the upper part of this a vacuum chamber, you pull a cork, everything's going to rush upstairs. Well, why, when you go outside, why isn't the air outside rushing into space? You can't. The atmosphere. Why doesn't it go into space? Can't say gravity anymore because gravity didn't hold the air in this room for that little test. Third, the moon eclipse is too small. The moon eclipse is 70 miles wide and the moon is 2,000 miles wide. We never see that in nature. The moon eclipse we say the moon is about 70 miles wide. Fourth would be the moon temperature. That's a spooky one. I didn't even know that till about two years in, which is the moon generates a cold light, which is warmer in the moon shade than it is in the moonlight. If you magnify moonlight, it gets even colder. It's generating a cold laser light. It doesn't even make sense. And the last question, which is the Van Allen radiation trap question, which is, are the Van Allen radiation belts deadly? Yes or no? If they are deadly, then how the Americans get past it with no shielding whatsoever? Remember, the only thing that can stop radiation is gold, lead, and a whole bunch of water. They went with aluminum and plastic. Nobody died. Nobody got radiation poisoning. Nobody even got cancer. There's still 5 of them walking around today. If you say yes, then why does NASA have this wonderful video, Ryan trial by fire, saying, oh, yeah, we can't send any capsules into space because we haven't solved the radiation problem yet?
Well, maybe that's because you've got to go closer when you go to it takes longer. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he says we.
Well, no,
That's a
better answer.
Like, how to control a conversation is Mark Sargent 101.
The Earth is around for more than 2,000 years. The Earth is not a perfect sphere because the force caused by the Earth's rotation.
Look at them looking at their notes.
Slightly flat. Earth's rotation.
Their little notes there.
Motion.
I feel like Mark should have like a Chinese star in his hand instead of like the flat Earth disc, and he'd be able to like throw it at their like faces.
I say, listen, of all the things that are going on in the world,
listen, my pretty,
everything that's happening, I think we'd all probably cope if someone said, actually, it looks like this.
I think we would too.
Okay, all right, fine.
I absolutely agree with you, which is why I think it's being let out. I'm not.
Stop spending all the money on CGI and space products and projects, and let's build some more hospitals.
Absolutely.
I think we can all cope with it.
I agree. 1960, I don't think we were ready. 2020, I think we are.
Let's go there and see what's like on the other side. There might be nicer.
There you go. So I always enjoyed that interview because that was like your first stepping off into mainstream. I think it was the first one that I saw you stepping off into mainstream media and actually dealing with morning hosts, which that can be challenging.
A couple quick things. If I ever see anyone on the across from me holding notes, it's already over because they don't have their notes memorized, and by that I mean they should be able to go page to page. Then I can usually recall the stuff faster than they can ask.
If they're holding notes, they definitely do not have anything memorized.
Anything.
No.
Nothing. And you know what? From a production standpoint, if I was a producer on that show, I'd be like, what the fuck are you holding your notes for?
And one other thing for
it's
anyone
too hard to
out
learn all the rebuttals
that might do an interview, producers hate dead air, but they love hyper, they love fast conversation. And so at that point, I was really amped up. So I'm just going, And at that point, the producer couldn't keep up. And so I could see him in the background. It's like, just let him go.
The tempo that they read is definitely like a groove, like a marching groove that they try to stick to.
Yeah.
Compilations of whenever they send out like, when something major happens, Santa Claus is going to get a scare this night, and then they play all the gazillions of screens doing the same one. If you listen to the way they read it, the pauses and the taking a breath is all in the same exact place.
What they're hoping for is that whoever, someone like me would pause, would slow down and be like, and be, kind of wavering all over you, that gives their host a chance to dig in.
Right.
And so my goal is like, no, they're not going to get a chance. I'm just gonna hit as fast as I can. And at that point, I could see it in their eyes. It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna have a problem now. So anyway, thank you. That was,
yeah, that was you handled yourself well.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I would have freaked out a little bit. I'm used to being at the back of the stage on drums. Being up front and using my voice, public speaking is not my game.
Oh my God, it's so fun.
You forget though your public speaking when you do stuff like this, because you're just talking to somebody, sitting on a couch. At no point was I looking at the producers and all the other people around you, because there's got to be a crew of like 30 something people. Around
and you're mic'd up.
And they're
too.
not backlit, are they?
No, well, we're in the middle. You're in the middle of a sound stage, so they're not. Those aren't windows behind us. Those are television.
I knew that, but yeah.
but I mean,
okay.
Go ahead.
So when you're on a set like that, and there is so many people, when you're supposed to be talking and you're mic'd up, you also have audio in your ear, so you can hear the chatter of the whole production team as well.
No, I can't. They
can't.
Do. No, they've got earpieces. I think, but I didn't have an earpiece.
You didn't have. Oh, that's mean. They should have given you an earpiece.
Yeah, it's all right. Because the producers were so close, I could kind of feel what everyone was doing. Plus, I got to meet with you don't meet the Ron Burgundy's, Holly and Philip at this point, or Philip and Holly. You don't meet them till the last minute. You meet the producers and everybody beforehand. When you get on stage, that's the first time you're seeing them. And
you don't go. They don't visit the green room to see everybody. I thought,
Nope.
okay, that's just a movie thing.
Nope,
Dude, I will cash up you $100 right now for your next television appearance. You go, just stop in the middle of a sentence and go, I'm Mark Sargent.
Yeah.
Just
so
for
no,
me.
I didn't meet that, and that's how you know when you reach a certain level, you do not talk to the people ahead of time. It's all producers, and then they're the ones like, okay, when you get up on stage with Philip and Holly, don't make direct eye contact. They hate ugly people. Stuff like that.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
And I've wondered this for a while, but it's not worth calling in on. I'll call in on some stuff soon. But my first video, flat Earth video, the reason why I know my flat Earth day is March 11th, 2015, because I'm a 311
day.
Yep. And that's March 11th. And I was looking for some footage of it. And I found my first flat Earth video. It was the fireside chat. No, the higher side chats.
Sure.
With Greg.
Which I have never done.
Oh, yeah, you haven't. Jaren's been on there a couple times. But anyway, I saw that. But what's his name? Savanier? Really?
Eric DeBay? Yeah.
Yeah, Eric DeBay. I know better by Savanier.
Did you call him Savanier?
That's what.
Savanier. That's what Owen Benjamin nicknamed him Savanier, which is brilliant because he did.
Yeah. It is. But he went back and edited graphics on top of the interview because it's a podcast only. It's not, there's no live stream. And I watched that and I was already super interested. And you were the second video I saw.
Yep.
And you're talking about the fourth wall and, Wow, I love drawing a blank being a host of a show.
Hey, Mark.
Yes,
I have a question. Do you ever Google yourself?
Truman Show.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Nico. But it just came.
Sorry, what about the Truman Show? I'll do Nico in a second. What about the Truman Show?
Wait, I get to go first.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I leave for 5 minutes. You guys good?
Okay.
Yeah.
Nico, what is your question?
You say Nico or Rico?
Nicole.
Well, she's been putting the umlauts over her O now too. So,
okay, welcome to the Truman Show with Mark Sargent. Welcome to the Sargent Show.
I think it starts off the video, but I watched that and I was already like grabbing the wife, going, "Hey, you're gonna think this is crazy. Just listen to it." And I tell you, the 8 months it took her to figure it out after I figured it out in March was an awkward 8 months. I'm like, watch this, watch this, watch this. And she's got like a full like higher education thing going on, like a lot more education than me. So it was way harder to get her to switch sides. But
does she have her master's?
Huh?
Does she have her master's?
close, but she's going to school full time and working full time.
Yeah.
I work really hard at this.
That's difficult.
Yes.
So that interview, Mark, what was the response? Like, did it go viral or?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I got way better because before this one, I did the Piers Morgan interview, where he had Terry Virts on with him sitting next, but I didn't fly in for that one. This one, they actually flew me into London. I had already been in England for the Flat Earth UK conference. And I just come home and somebody calls me up and says, "Hey, can you come back for the Philip and Holly show?" It's like, you treat it like it's just around the corner, but yeah, sure. Let's do it. But the response was great. And I enjoyed, again, I tailored this one to where I threw in some UK references. So I threw in Nathan Oakley into there, which he appreciated a whole bunch, and mentioned Brian Cox, because I didn't want to diminish the fact that Brian Cox is their leading astrophysicist over there. He's one of 3 media scientists in the whole world. But yeah, the response was, let's put it this way, the response was way better than the Piers Morgan one. Way, way, way better, because people didn't understand how the game worked, which was if you're coming in on video for stuff like that, there's a producer literally with his finger ready to knock you off of video. And if you go
there's a chessboard at play anytime it goes that sort of coverage. There is somebody behind the boards that's just like ready to kill it at any second.
You answered my question, and it was, have you Googled yourself? And by your response just now, I know that you have.
Well, yeah. Well, because I've got that. Because I've got that party trick. Nicole knows the party trick, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. The who is the leader of Earth thing?
Who's the leader of Earth?
The leader of Earth? Me, obviously.
What? No.
You better Google it, girl.
You guys don't know this. You don't know this party trick? I've got the ultimate party trick.
Who is the leader of Earth?
Yeah, so some guy thought about aliens, because I mentioned aliens in some speech I did, and they said, the whole, take me to your leader, that classic.
Oh, and you're the leader.
Yeah, so if you type in, he Googled who is the leader of Earth, and if you type that in and click on images, well, you'll see.
So everybody who's watching this right now, you are with your leader.
You're with the leader of Earth.
Well, it's a pretty.
This guy right here, Mark Sargent.
It's a pretty dicey bunch. It's me, Vladimir Putin.
So
and,
smash that like button and follow your leader.
and Doctor Who.
So Nico, my question had a follow-up, so why I interrupted you. Sorry, Mark. Go ahead, guest.
Wait, what was I talking about?
Nothing.
I talked over you because I was trying to apologize to Nico over something else.
Oh.
I'm ADHD. Sometimes I can't catch up in real time.
No.
What your first video is where that question ended, but I couldn't get to it. What was like the first thing you saw that was like intriguing? What was your Savanier video?
My Savanier video? Oh, you mean the first Flat Earth video I ever watched?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Matt Boylan. It was
Matt Boylan, yeah.
Was it the stand-up stuff he was doing?
From Canada. When he did the whole picture or painting bit.
Yes.
There was a guy that mashed up some of his stuff. And I thought it was awesome. I thought Matt had really, the fact that he was trying to do stand-up and work Flat Earth into it. But what really got me was the thing that I mentioned in the documentary, which was the Flat Earth interview, which I ended up putting on my channel. The only, my opinion, the only solid interview he ever did, and it was just his girlfriend when he was sitting down in Montreal, Canada, and she sat him down sober. Note I said sober on the couch. And turned the camera on and said, "Tell the story, tell the story." And he goes off about the NASA party story that he had, and I was just riveted when I was watching that. It's going, this is a great story. Doesn't even matter. And later, I kind of figured out that he took a degree of separation, and he didn't work for NASA directly. He worked for somebody who worked for NASA. But the party story is awesome. I just love that one. And during that, it was like, oh yeah, I gotta, that's really kind of what pushed me into looking into it further. Not so much.
I think that's really important, that one, because I remember Mark talking to you about this like 8 years ago. I was like, what is the ultimate origin story of Flat Earth 2.0? I mean, it's not, this has always been around. It's always been this way. So we're just rediscovering it. We're waking up now. Like we're getting over our, cultural amnesia of where we live, and it's happening, and it's you're not going to stop it. It's just the truth just works. But like that was the ultimate origin story that I could find of everything was Matt Boylan at a NASA party in Long Island, right? He was like literally at a party where he was doing some work for somebody out there, and they had.
He looked like he was tweaking.
I think it was the Hamptons. And it wasn't Eric Dubay. No, I'm not going to take credit for something I didn't do. It was Matt.
No. I was just saying, he looks like he
Matt.
was tweaking. He's not like he is on that stand-up thing when he's like,
no,
he seems all cool there.
He was very coherent, very lucid. And again, it was his girlfriend. Give credit to his ex-girlfriend, who sat him down and told him the story. And the story is the fact that I've heard it, gone through it enough times where I wasn't kidding when I told the documentary people, I go, look, I can tell it better than he can. So just let me do it. And so that's why they let me do the narrative over the animation that they did of him. But the fact that he was again, I get it because he was in his 20s, which was good looking guy, actor, painter, comedian. I mean, just overflowing with confidence. And he was a hell of a house painter in terms of interior. He could do some creative stuff, really, really creative stuff. And so I think he was painting the interior of somebody's Hampton house on the East Coast. And the guy, and he was taking, he's not fast. And he's like, hey, we're throwing some sort of shindig. You kidding? I'd invite Matt for this. It's like, he's not your average guy who's painting the house. It's like, oh yeah, come along. And Matt was just a fish out of water at this house. And the whole thing, went through to where people, again, the power goes out, candles and wine. People are telling stories. And Matt didn't get it. Took him, he wouldn't admit to it, but several years to figure it out. That it's like, wait, they weren't talking in metaphors. They weren't talking like it was, some, ethereal thing. It was like, no. They're talking like the world is a freaking soundstage. And it's huge, and it's being powered by all these different things. And it was just, and the pullback shot was, when the guy was drawing it out on the floor in chalk, the pullback shot was when he pulled back, he drew the UN flag. And that was brilliant. Absolutely freaking brilliant, because oh yeah, of course. Yeah. No, Matt was the guy. And then go figure, those, no offense to you, Alex, those aloof artists where again, for those of you who don't know, because it's been 10 years now, when I was one of the few guys that had Matt's phone number, and I was the one that was like passing notes in school saying, Matt, such and such wants to talk to you. Some media outlet wants to talk to you. You're like, no, man, no, I don't want to deal with media right now. It's like, what are you, Prince? What are we doing? And so I would have to call these people back and say,
don't make eye contact with them.
The what?
Don't make eye contact with them. Like Michael Jackson.
It's like, and so I'd have to tell them, I'd say, hey, Matt's not really, doesn't want to do interviews. And so what do you think their follow-up was? Hey, do you want to talk about flat earth? Yeah, sure. I'll do it. What do you want to talk about? And so after the first 6 or 7 or so, then I was on the internet, on YouTube. And so again, producers are lazy. So when they started typing in flat earth interview, who do you think popped up? Me. And so by the time Matt decided to get in the game, it was too late. There was nothing I could do. And in hindsight, it was probably a good thing, because Matt, if you guys remember any of Matt's early interviews, he only had a few.
Ooh. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's spiraled.
A lot of people he was saying with were like, oh my God, this guy's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, he was like hearing stuff while he was he was convinced that somebody was listening to him at all times. Like, what the hell, man? Where does this come from?
If you don't sleep, man, if you don't sleep, you'll convince yourself in anything.
Yeah.
Steve-O Austin talks about how like all his what do you call them? Shadow creatures were sitting down in a circle of chairs. He had an intervention from his hallucinations. all the shadow people in chairs around them. I was like, that's
and by the way, sorry, really quick, I want to follow up to that. The first person, literally, I'm not kidding you, the first person that ever called me about flat earth, ironically enough, was Matt Boylan, was Matt Powerland. He called before anyone else called. It was like he was doing it, and then all of a sudden somebody messaged like, hey, somebody's doing clues on flat earth, and they mentioned you in the first clue, and my phone number was there. And he calls me up, I remember this conversation because I was in Boulder, Colorado, and he goes, "So why aren't you returning my texts?" That was like one of his opening lines, and I go, "Cause I don't have a cell phone." and he goes, "What does that mean?" I go, "Well, if you text somebody to a landline, the text just evaporates. It goes nowhere. You don't get a bounce back or anything." Well, at least that was the case 10 years ago. And he goes, "Oh, okay." So then he started talking, and we had a number of one-way conversations where, because the man can freaking ramble, and I would just put it on speakerphone and go cook something in the kitchen.
And I get bored one time. Hey, I gotta include this because this happened later. Were you done? Did I just talk over you?
Yeah, you did. I was just going to say that no, he all but vanished. Like I have not seen, or maybe YouTube has just moved all this content away from me. Like a lot of channels since 2020, I don't see content from, like, I have 400 channels and about 85% of them are FE people. And either they've stopped making content or I'm not getting it on my feeds anymore. And that was kind of the point of showing that interview, is like how much head speed the awakening had come to until 2020 happened. And it always begs the question. It's like, did we get too close to the sun? And is that the system pushing back against us? Oh, let's do a pandemic. Let's do a pandemic. That'll take everything,
As delusional as that sounds, and it does sound delusional. It's like, well, it's not like they would schedule an entire pandemic around you. It's like, well, the stuff they had done up until that point was pretty blatant. The fact that they killed the scoreboard, that they did
the scoreboard. I was going to bring that up, Mark, because the day it seemed like it was just a couple of months after that FE had overcome Donald Trump as the _1 on YouTube. Then all the stuff started happening and all the nonsense. And it's just, again, I just want to reiterate this for like people watching this video in the future, is just how nefarious is flat Earth, and why would it need to be censored? Like, what is the reason? It's, if you think it's crazy, then why do you even care? Why do you care?
Because they're hiding the creator. Atheists would go away overnight.
Well, we did a lot of damage to atheism, to be sure.
Yeah,
a lot of damage. The short answer is because flat Earth is the only conspiracy you can't bury in the desert. It's everything else you can deal with at one point or another. You don't have to look at, I'm not fill in the blank conspiracies here. You can just everybody knows what they are. You don't have to look at those. But flat Earth makes you examine the red pill, blue pill. I mean, literally the red pill, blue pill scenario, which is, okay, is your world? In fact, the great example would be, I think it was Ground Zero interview that I did, where they allowed callers, which I love. And he goes, "How dare you, an older man, how dare you tell me what the world isn't what I think it is?" It's like, okay, I was worried about that when I made the clues. I was worried that there's some people, just freak out and go off the deep end. As far as I know, they haven't. Nobody's done anything in the name of flat Earth. It's been really, really off color.
Right.
But that's
I was already this weird before flat Earth, so I'm good.
But to your earlier point, Alex.
I mean, same, Rico. Same.
I figured, man. That's why I'm always asking you for advice, because I know you get why I got this ridiculous question. Mark's our guest.
Go ahead, Mark.
To your point, Alex, at the beginning of 2020, we were rolling. We could do no wrong, to where, I think somebody saw the writing on the wall, which was there's no, sorry, I'm not trying to take credit here, but there's no way you should allow me to talk to an astronaut, especially one of ours.
Yeah.
There's no way. I mean, they couldn't keep up with what was happening. I shouldn't have gone to that London interview. You should have squashed this thing early, and they weren't. And to where we were shooting off. And I was looking before the show. I was looking through some of my interviews from 5 years ago, and it was amazing, some of the stuff. I that year, just before that, I had done the Stockholm conference. I'd done all sorts of mainstream interviews, and this one was just, again, right afterwards. You guys know, and start rolling of eyes here. Where once I flew home from that, that's when somebody called me up and said, "Hey, how would you like to do a McDonald's commercial in London?" It's like, yeah, let's do this. And the next thing you know, the borders closed. And
Yeah.
so yeah, flat Earth was
Just curious. It's just curious to me. It's like, I don't know, like it, you know, I always said like there's multiple psyops running at all times everywhere, but the Lord of the Rings references, there's the one psyop to bind them all, which is, you know, FE.
Yeah.
And like, if you get, you know, flat Earth figured out, everything else takes a soft second and third place, even in your mind. Like the rest of them are just like wisps in the wind compared to the.
Think about the wiki sticker, for example, just that little thing, right? For those of you who don't know, if you're listening to this later, the wiki sticker, that's us. That happened.
Yeah.
The reason why there's wiki stickers out there at all is because of flat Earth. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You know, that's just all of a sudden, it's like, okay, we're going to put this official disclaimer on there. It's basically YouTube's legal department saying, okay, we do not endorse this product and or event. We're just going to say, well, you can look it up yourself.
Wait, YouTube owns Wikipedia?
Mm-hmm.
No,
I'm sure the same people own everything.
No, but it's Wiki.
Alphabet?
No, Google. Alphabet owns Google. Google owns YouTube.
So are you saying they did it all for the wiki?
No, yes, but that's
I open to them 1 degree of separation.
In fact, they had to change algorithms. You probably saw the French guy, you know, the recommended for you. It was done by one programmer, and he thought he was doing the right thing back in the day. But again, the speed that we were increasing. So he wrote the algorithm. There was a French guy years ago, 7-8 years ago, that wrote the algorithm that said that basically created any echo chamber he wanted. And he said, well, the first rule of media, give the people what they want. In this case, okay, if people are looking up flat Earth videos, give them more flat Earth videos. Didn't matter. It wasn't filtering them. The thing was, all the videos we were giving, it was giving to people were pro flat Earth. There was no negative flat Earth comment. You know, there was no flat Earth troll channels, none of that. It was all, yeah, flat Earth, get on board. And so that was becoming cyclical, and everybody, you know, the wheel started spinning faster and faster. And only after the Trump incident that they're like, okay, we got to think of all the stuff. You know, the hearing, you monetized everybody 70%, you know, less, and then you killed the scoreboard simultaneously. All these things just start happening. They couldn't have done more to stunt this, but they couldn't, for whatever reason, they weren't going to kill it. Meaning they weren't going to ban flat Earth channels, and they could have if they wanted to.
Which feels to me like a controlled
that goes against freedom of
release.
speech.
Well, they would say that.
They can't ban it because it goes against freedom of speech. They can't.
Have you entertained the idea that that it is a controlled release, and they're letting those of us who understand how to talk about it in a very controlled fashion? I just can't get away from that idea in my head. It's like they're not completely killing it. They're not killing it. They're making little
it's a civil rights issue now. It's discriminated against. People are getting like yelled at because they believe something different.
Yeah,
that's discriminatory.
True.
People get fired. People get divorces because they like don't believe in the same thing. Well, I mean, like if you don't believe in the same thing, I guess you probably shouldn't be together in the first place. So like, but
doesn't it strike you though, Mark? Yeah, well, I mean, I think the era of the discrimination, like he was hardcore nasty, 2015 to 2020 against people talking about cosmology. It was just nasty. You were treated like a complete freak show if you actually admitted that you were looking at it. Right. Now that's kind of past. It's like people are now sort of snapping out of it, and they're like, oh God, it's flat Earth again. Now we're going to do that. So they're getting to that next phase where they have to deal with I have to deal with I have to learn all this stuff again. I have to learn all this shit that I thought I was done with in high school. And I was like, yeah, you kind of have to. You kind of have to go back and revisit some basic geometry, some basic spherical trig. I know it's really tough, but you can do it. And then, you know, they're slowly moping their way out of the globe. Right. So like we were just fucking early. That's what happened. We were all too fucking early, and we had to take on all the arrows. You know, now it's just sort of like it's, you know, the whole thing's a stage show anyway that's going on and everything else. So it's like,
so wait, are you saying are we the front line of flat Earth? Is that what you're saying?
Oh my God, it felt like it in 2015.
I mean, everybody here is, you know, is part of the OG for sure. Yeah. And it's
you
pretty
guys, front line is like a news thing. Like I just thought it was funny.
Hey, real quick before I forget, and I will tonight. before the final experiment happened, I said it was going to be about divide and conquer amongst us.
Yeah.
And even if it wasn't designed for that, it's been the worst year in infighting within the flat earth circles I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And divide and conquer is like, I'm sure it's in the art of war somewhere or something like
That's
that.
how that
you know?
works.
It
That's
is
how
the
that
art
works.
of war.
And I was right too. Me and Dave met that guy at that church debate in like December 2023.
That's so weird.
He was there with McToon looking all oily. I've never seen a dude in person. It's not sweaty with that much glistening. Ugh.
He was moist. Was he moist?
Don't say ah.
Yeah.
It's a wrong
Okay.
word.
Let's take a break here. We're at the top of the hour, and thanks for joining in, guys. We got Mark
DJ
Sargent.
go?
You guys all DJ. I think DJ blipped out here for a second, but we're gonna play a few videos of some words
Hey,
from our
but in the second
sponsors.
hour, can we talk about the truth conference that you guys just went to in the desert and with
The
stars
expo,
and stuff?
Yeah.
I got that on the
Yeah.
list, but I want to go into the Kismet thing because it now ends with Mark Sargent, and it happened in front of my wife, so I can like prove the whole thing. It's really
And
cool.
also, we should talk about Dr. Shiva in the second hour too, because he's now coming into view. He was actually on a stream with Tune. Dr. Shiva was, so like he's dropped into the retard bin, and so like now we got to like just ask what the hell that thing was. But anyway, guys, we will be back for another hour. Please stick around. Thanks, Mark, for hanging out. We'll be back here very shortly.
Yeah, you'll like what I got with the Kismet thing. I promise.
Thank you, Mark Sargent.
It ends with Mark now. It's so weird.
But the fact is, of course, that the Earth is a circular
But
dish.
did it start with Mark?
No, it started with Crowded House. Don't dream it's
Mark
over. That
started
song.
it.
2,000 years ago, an Egyptian scholar by the
song
name
you
of
dreamt about.
Eratosthenes
Don't
performed an
believe it's
experiment
Mark
that he
started
claimed
it.
proved the Earth to be a
Are you
sphere.
listening to me?
However, there
No.
are serious doubts about the accuracy of his data and his
Muting you
scientific
guys.
procedures. Dr. Leo Ferrari explains.
Oh, the Eratosthenes experiment is an experiment supposedly conducted in the 1st century, whereby this ingenious person was supposed to have proved, I say that in quotes, that the Earth was a sphere of some 4,000 miles radius. Eratosthenes one day noticed that the sun was directly overhead in Syene, whereas he noticed that on the same day, at the same time, the sun made an angle of 7.2 degrees to the vertical at Alexandria, which was about some 530 miles away. How did Eratosthenes in the 1st century know what the sun was doing on the same day in two places which are 530 miles apart? One can take all those same data, knowing that the Earth is flat. In one place you have the sun directly overhead, and at another place, at the same time, at 530 miles away, let us suppose that it does make an angle of 7.2 degrees to the vertical. Then we have a right angle triangle, which it can be easily shown that the sun is some 4,000 miles up in the sky. These superficial even considerations show that it's impossible. The whole thing, it's a story, a fairy story made up and mindlessly repeated in textbooks.
Fortunately, not all scientific arguments are based on such questionable research. The Greek astronomer Ptolemy determined to everyone's satisfaction that the Earth is flat, circular, and the central body in the universe. His theory went unchallenged for 1,200 years. Not surprising, really. One need only look around. However, the notion that it was some other shape gained some acceptance during the Renaissance. These were impoverished times. Most writers, artists, and scientists could not support themselves through their work. They depended on the patronage of the upper class. Consequently, creative and original thinking men let their imaginations run rampant in order to attract support. In 1543, the Polish astronomer Copernicus suggested the bizarre notion that the Earth is a round ball that circles the sun. But his book emphasized it was only a hypothesis. He further avoided controversy by withholding the book for 13 years, and then by dying on the day it was published. So Copernicus' notion that the Earth was a ball you couldn't fall off of was readily embraced by businessmen. And when Magellan's crew claimed to have circumnavigated the globe in 1522, it was seen as a new piece in the scientific puzzle. But more importantly, it was seen as a strong psychological boost for free enterprise. It's also been seen as a huge publicity stunt.
You don't have to believe in flat Earth, but you should at least know why millions do. Because the evidence they bring, the basics start with something simple. If Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, orbiting the sun at 67,000 miles per hour, and hurtling through space at 500,000 miles per hour, why does the sky look exactly the same every night? The North Star has never moved. Not an inch. Not a degree. Not in thousands of years. But on a spinning globe, it should have shifted long ago. They also point out that water always finds its level. So how does an ocean curve? And long-distance photography shows objects visible hundreds of miles away, way farther than the curvature allows. The Bible described a flat, enclosed world centuries before science changed the map. Genesis says Earth is fixed, immovable, placed on foundations. Psalm 19 says the sun runs its course, meaning the sun moves, not Earth. Joshua commands the sun to stand still, and it obeys. None of that works on a spinning globe. Then there's the firmament, a dome, a solid barrier, a structure separating the waters above from the waters below. Job 37 describes the firmament as hard as a cast metal mirror. Revelation says the sky will roll up like a scroll. You cannot roll up air, but you can roll up a surface. The Book of Enoch hits the flat earth model harder than anything in scripture. It
hits it harder.
Pillars holding up heaven, the sun and moon traveling through portals, stars fixed to the firmament, the ends of the earth where angels guard the borders. Enoch says the earth is covered by a great crystalline dome, with the windows of heaven that opened during the flood. Flat earthers use these details to argue the ancients weren't primitive. They were describing a world built by design, not chaos. There's a reason the globe replaced the firmament. When you remove the firmament, you remove heaven. When you remove heaven, you remove God's throne. When you remove God, you replace him with science. The heliocentric model wasn't created to explain the world. It was created to explain the world without God. Copernicus, Newton, and later Darwin were all used by societies obsessed with eliminating scripture from cosmology. Because a flat earth with a dome makes us the center of creation, a globe makes us a speck in meaningless space. This deception wasn't scientific, it was spiritual. One of the strongest flat earth theories. Antarctica isn't a continent, it's the ice wall that surrounds the world. The edge of the firmament. The ends of the earth mentioned in the Bible and Enoch. Why does every major nation protect it with the Antarctic Treaty? Why is it the only place civilians can't explore freely? Why is it militarized? When there's nothing there but ice? Those with the discernment to see say it as simple. It is the border of God's creation. Ask yourself this. Why did the Bible, Enoch, ancient cultures, and early scholars all describe the same structure? And why was it erased the moment science gained power? Maybe the truth was never about a shape. Maybe it was about hiding the world God actually made.
The Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app frequently asked questions. More resources. Books divided into your favorite categories. Shopping for that perfect flat Earth item. Homeschool section. Featured content creators. Biblical cosmology. Old world research. Video search feature. Games. The Meetup Maker will help you find your local tribe. Matchmaker to help you find that special someone. Search your selected radius and say hello. Image search for those key images at your fingertips. Enjoy our chat section. Selected new background in our settings area. Time lapse, zodiac, and time zones. The Friend Finder helps you see where all the cool people are hanging. Use your referral code and earn points and Dome cryptocurrency. Beat the Google censorship and get your Flat Earth Clock app today at flatearthdave.com.
Yeah. That's where you beat the censorship at, people. Thanks for being here at the Sombrero. A couple more things here. We're going to join up with Mark. Let's see here. All right. Shit, I just talked a whole bunch and nobody can hear me. I hate to see it. Anyway, this is the new record is why is it relevant tonight? Well, on Mark's show, the first song on the new record, Mars, is featured at the end of Mark's show. However, it's available out there on all streaming platforms. However, this is the best way to do it. Nico, do you want to take a ride on this?
Am I here?
Yeah,
Oh.
you're here. I'm adding everybody back.
No, this was just actually a joke that I was like, hey, let me do your voiceover for your like little plug. And
Okay, so here I am. I'm clicking.
I
I'm
have
clicking
no
the little thing.
script or anything, but I was thinking this like QVC kind of thing where it was like, and now you can get Lowry's new album with the hit song Mars that's played on Strange World.
Yeah. I like
I mean,
that.
I could
We need to
probably
work
do
on
that better. I could probably work on
Wow,
that better.
they're really
I could do it
setting
in,
a-
wait a second. Mark would like this better if I did it in ASMR. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. And now you can get Lowry's new album, Night Movies at Beach 97, with the hit song Mars, featured on Strange World.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yep, winner, chicken dinner right there.
Okay, I'm gonna get you through this
And
real
then-
fast.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I made a winner chicken dinner tonight too. That just like, boom.
Yes. So
And
anyway,
then you hear Rico's voice coming in after that and going, well, a hit, they're setting the bar pretty low these days, huh?
And then Rico just comes in and he's like,
yeah.
Oh, can you hear me eating these? Oh, shit.
Rico, you're muted.
Yeah. No, I can.
I hate you. I look.
So anyway,
I look like the
you guys,
senior of garbage.
if you want to, but if you want to avoid that, it's on all the platforms now. But like, I'm pointing everybody to this. This is a digital box set. You click on buy digital album. You can get either one of the songs. You can buy one song a piece. You can buy the new record, or you can just click this little thing right here. And guess what? This is all 20 years of my life's work in music. You can put whatever number you want in that box, whatever you deem appropriate. You own it on your own device, and it's high fidelity, and that's that. So glad to be done with the self-promotion and
high fidelity. And actually, you know what? You can bypass going and clicking like all the letters on your keyboard into the URL bar and just take a picture of that QR code that Rico made.
oh, it's a nice QR code. That's nice. And then on the links also.
Dude, I want to get it tattooed on me. Mark, have you seen my Don Pettit tattoo?
You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. Welcome, Mark Sargent. Welcome to the top of the hour.
It's my profile pic.
One of our favorite guests, Mark Sargent, coming back here. He's no stranger to everybody out there.
He's no stranger to this world.
I have
a seriously, my rib.
I have a retraction. I have a retraction from 2 weeks ago.
We should do a trivia on Mark Sargent.
All right.
We should do a Mark Sargent trivia.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you, Nico. I'm gonna mute you.
No, wait. Because
no, Nico, you're cruising for a mutant.
I have a retraction.
To say that Mark's name, Mark Sargent, is an anagram for Strange World.
Yep.
Right.
That's true.
Well,
right?
Sargent is literally one of the only words you can do with it is strange.
Oh, okay.
Strange.
Yeah.
Okay. I showed a video which we just ripped apart 2 weeks ago from Michio Bukaki, whatever his name is.
Michio Kaku.
Yeah, and no, he's an astrophysicist.
He's an ice skater.
Japanese American.
He's an ice skater. He's
Oriental, Mark. He's freaking Oriental.
He's Japanese. Maybe he might be an alien. I don't know.
Anyway,
but
it turns out the video was AI, and one of the best AI videos I've ever seen.
Oh my god, really?
So the question really is, at this point in time, does it even matter? Because if I couldn't see it, and looking at AI every day, and I'm like, that's AI, and I couldn't see it in that one, then everyone else is just going to think it's him anyway. And so what's the end game of that whole thing? He's talking about the AI 3 Atlas, Mark, and that it's not behaving like a comet, it's behaving more like a synthetic, something that was created.
You realize the only reason we're talking about this is one Harvard professor came out and said maybe, possibly, could be that it doesn't look like an asteroid, and then everybody jumped on it because, again, his degree of credibility. And then what do you think he was going to do? He was going to lean more into the curve, which is like, hey, you know what? I got a lot of traction. I'm doubling down. Yeah, I think it really does look like an alien thing, and he's going to have interviews for the next year. No question.
Yeah. Well, and the thing, and so it doesn't really matter, I guess, in the perspective and the fact that it was an AI video but it fooled me. It looked real. It looked real. It looked
really good.
And I went back, even looked at it again. I was like, that's better than most of the AI I've seen.
AI is fooling so many people now. The biggest trends is sexy Japanese robots. If I have to see one more sexy anime Japanese robot, where they basically take a mechanical device and then put a hot top on it, and a really, really pretty face, and say, oh, look at this fake convention robot. This guy watch what she does when he touches her. 12 million, 15 million, 20 million hits. Like, oh God, help me. Help.
Yeah. Well, so I think you're a lot like me, Mark. I think we're like, just do the alien invasion, right? Just do it. Just fucking get it over with. We're just like, you just keep toying, and we know what's coming. We know that card's going to get played.
It's already happened.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Alex, another thing is
like full blown Project Blue Beam. Let this baby pull the trigger on this.
Just unleash it. Come on. We're ready for it.
Yeah. Why
hey,
not?
Alex, another thing is it's so close to his actual belief system that it doesn't make you want to look deeper at it being fake, because it's like you can imagine him buying everything he's talking about.
Right.
By only tilting that a few degrees, it sells it even better.
Yeah, and it still has the same effect on most people that aren't even seeing AI yet. I mean, like all of us that are a bunch of tech nerds and all this, we're starting to spot what makes it AI. That one fooled me. I was completely fooled. I did not take it as fake, and I went back and looked at it again, and even Run Boston Bear he was the one that brought it up to me. He's like, yeah, that's fake. And he was like, he told me, he said he fell for it too. And I was like, it's really good. So there's got to be a degree of AI that's better than what's released. They're using.
I just texted you a video. And it's Dr. Kaku. It's Dr. Kaku, the theoretical physicist, explaining how you can spin forever.
Did you?
Okay, what were you saying, Mark?
Shoot it to me in Telegram.
No, I wasn't talking to you, Mark. I'm sorry. I was talking to Lowry.
Hey, by the way, real quick for you guys, so I don't forget. If you want to see some really clever, realistic AI, go to, I think it's Real Branson, Missouri News, which is it's a fake local news channel supposedly set in Branson, Missouri. And what they do is they play off of your emotions. They were the ones, if you caught it like at least
that's some Black Mirror shit. That's fun.
Where they showed holding cages at Walmart for shoplifters that they put them in the cages for them to stay until the police arrived. And they looked very official, and they were playing on the emotions. And there's so many comments in the comments like, about time, damn it. It's like, yeah, absolutely. Thumbs up. Not people weren't even, it's like, no. There is no legal precedent to do that. But since it was there, they saw it on the video. It's like, oh yeah. And then sharing it with their friends, millions and millions and millions of hits. But it was clever because what they figured out was if you play to the emotions, people will go to the emotional side of the brain first. And then only later, it's like, hey, wait a minute. That holding cage has some spelling errors.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But initially, it's like, because it's a good idea. It's like, no, you
to put shoplifters in holding cages?
Yeah. Right
that
next
is
to
so public humiliation, inhumane.
Absolutely. And that's why people loved it. Because it's like, it's like the old stockades from back in the day,
Okay, all the people who are rooting on those people being publicly humiliated are the ones who were stealing. The ones who are in the cages just got caught trying to provide a necessity for their family, like baby formula.
Well, sure.
Jack, for civil act.
But it's fake.
But don't forget, Nicole, it's all fake.
Sorry, I'm acting on my emotions right now.
Well, there you go.
Why are your emotions with jazz hands?
It is very clever. They've got this stupid thing like there's a fire department, where they have the trampoline outside the window of a burning building, and a baby. A
trampoline.
They used to do
outside
that.
of a burning. Not a trampoline. They had a big mat.
When you drop people from a building,
it's a tramp. It's a
Hold
mat.
on, this is a traumatic subject for one of our hosts.
A burning building with somebody being. Were you thrown out of a burning building?
No, Rico had to.
Here's the story.
Had to throw his kids out of a burning building to escape from dying.
Did they have a trampoline?
No, there was no trampoline. He had to throw Atticus down to his neighbor who was waiting there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the point was,
it was a big drop too, man. I wouldn't have been able to let go of he was 7 months old. I wouldn't have been able to let go of him if it wasn't for the fact that my wife and daughter was still behind me because it was dropping the baby that far down.
There you go. That shot is their #1 hit thing on their channel because it appeals to the emotions. Oh, baby going down to the fireman's mat, right? 60 million hits.
Yeah, there was a really famous photo that won a Pulitzer Prize of like 2 little girls like jumping out of a burning building in the Bronx too.
There you go. People have to now. Later, of course, they realize, oh, hey, the baby bounces a few times. Every time it gets up to it,
God,
its apex. It goes, But in the first couple hits, you're going, hey, that looks pretty real. The point is they figure out a way.
They did that. They made the baby bounce? That's mean.
It's not a real baby. It's an AI baby.
Yeah, but like when you first see it, you don't know that it's a real
AI.
Hold
that's
on.
the point.
Hold the phone. It's a real AI baby. Okay, just like a real Chinese sex doll. Okay, like it's still something real for somebody.
That's true. For
the
some
trauma
people,
is still real.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Again, that's why the channel is doing what it is. It's like, oh, all we have to do is come up with some emotional conflict, and people will, for at least the first 5-6 seconds, not even think about the fact that it's fake.
They'll just react and like throw some shit in the comments or something and be like, "This is fake."
I was amazed how many people with the grocery store, with the Walmart thing, how many people did not think it was fake. I mean,
You know what?
the majority.
So the U-Haul thing that happened to us,
Yeah.
I wasn't really prepared for when people were like, "Oh, you set this up. This isn't real." And like,
we had trolls. We had trolls that like never happened. I was like, how? What?
no,
Well,
no.
like, what?
Why would I
And-
set up somebody to steal my whole entire archive? Like,
And
it
I-
just is beyond me.
I hate
And
to
it pisses me off that people come to judgment and they come to their fruition and they believe their story that they told themselves. Like, oh my gosh, no other story can be true except what you tell yourself. But you know what? You're not living in my reality. My reality doesn't compute with yours. So why are you talking shit about my reality and trying to cause more trauma?
Right.
Why?
Yeah.
So
Speaking
sorry.
of trauma, have you guys
On a
seen
lighter note,
what Stephen Hawking is on a half pipe and racing and all that?
that's pretty funny. That's
See,
I think it's kind of funny.
That
It's
you
kind
can
of funny.
We gotta
totally
talk about
tell is
Zoom phone.
AI. AI is the new cartoon, okay? Like soon we're gonna have like Care Bear AI, and they're gonna be, you know, throwing their prism colors and rainbow bright and things, and everything's gonna be great.
Sure. That was, by the way, that when all the celebrity stuff came out over the last few weeks, that was pretty clever. Of it wasn't VO, it was Sora. Where Sora basically turned off the copyright filters for the first week to generate interest. It's like, okay, what legally could go wrong there? You know, all of a sudden you see Gandalf riding a horse, you know, and SpongeBob being arrested. I don't know how many different times, or fill in the blank body cam footage of a trademark character running away from police constantly, just nonstop. And then they turned. It's like, oh, sorry, didn't mean to. That's a bunch of crap. You turned it on just so it could generate all sorts of headlines, and then the lawyers called you up, and then you turned it off.
They were like cease and desist.
Yeah, pretty much.
There was there was a the first number one AI song.
Oh my gosh! What if everything has been AI? What if our whole lives have been AI? What if everything that we have seen since? What if we have everything that we have seen since like the Wizard of Oz has been AI?
Well, that's a whole nother level, which is, you know, at that point you're talking God's AI. But as far as our AI goes, no, it's recent. But like Alex is fond of saying, they've throttled it, which is okay. Why are you just allowing AI to do 8-9 second clips, right? Why is it capped at 8-9 seconds? For some reason, somebody at a higher up figured out we probably shouldn't let it go any higher than that right now.
No, they were like, no, it's only going to go to 6-7.
Oh, you're gonna drop the 6-7 thing?
Really?
Dude.
Really had to bring that up?
I don't even know what it is. I really don't.
my kismet comes before that.
It's just a silly. Is it Gen Alpha now? It's a Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha.
Slang term.
It's ho. It's for
No,
ho.
it's
It's from
ho.
periodic table for ho.
That was
right?
one. That was one thing that I saw. Yeah, but 6-7, like 7, 8, 9. So what's next?
No. It's look it up when you get a chance. It's meaningless. Absolutely
12?
meaningless.
Well, so is groups like Group 7 was a whole social experiment, but it totally caught on. So
Well-
why do these random group experiments like 6-7 and that, like, why do those, like, in this digital age that we're in, like, we showed Pac-Man at the beginning of this.
Yes,
that's
thank you
where
for
we
that.
started.
Yeah.
That's where we started.
Yeah.
Atari, Pac-Man, like, you know, Icarus, Mario Brothers,
Right.
all of those things. Oregon Trail, you know, we started there. And now I'm watching these previews for like Battlefield and Grand Theft Auto and Madden and all of them. And it's
where's
like,
that trail at? I want to hear you pronounce that again. Where's that trail?
I know.
Oregon.
She said it formally. Oregon.
fuck all
Oregon
you.
Trail.
No.
Whatever.
You can't-
Seriously? You know
no,
what? Do you know how many times I died drowning in a river in the Oregon Trail?
I used to love it.
Do you know how many
Dave,
times I got the
Between
fever?
your eyes. I'm gonna finally get this for you guys. I was
Do you know how
brought
many
up
times
earlier.
do you know how many times I've shot a buffalo and a rabbit in the same screen. I'm like, and
I
then
hope
they're like,
someone
"Oh,
tuned in right for
sorry,
that.
you died in the river," and I'm like,
Did you die? But did you ever die of like hemorrhoids on a horse?
I don't think they had
That
hemorrhoids.
was
I
like
think
one
it
of the
was syphilis or like
syphilis or something. Like your
gangrene or
ass.
something.
They should have
No,
made it
they-
realistic and say you were eaten by your other party members.
You know, we didn't.
Oh yeah, cannibalism.
Polio was not existent in the Oregon Trail. I never died of polio.
I mean, the
I
Donner
would
Party
tip more than
happened.
15% for some human.
Do you remember going to the store in the Oregon Trail and you guys go to the store and you're like, I'll have some flour and some shotgun shells?
I'm glad
do
everyone
remember
was so
that.
interested in me finding
You don't
this out
remember?
today.
Seriously?
For though I wrote about this in my survival manual. People, when it's like, what do people taste like? They taste like veal.
Ew.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
Ew.
No.
I always thought that owls would taste like chicken, but I think they're probably gamey. That's why you don't eat owls.
Owls?
Owls.
Yeah,
like, you know.
I think they're
That
gamey
one
birds.
stays.
Like, have you ever had duck?
Yeah, duck was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
I
Duck was
don't
good.
like duck.
It's a greasy bird.
It's greasy. It's greasy. It's not gamey.
It's a mid-tune bird.
Yeah,
it's,
yeah, there you go.
Dave, hey Dave, you were talking about the limits of your sight. If you hold your hand straight out and pivot and you look, it would look like you're seeing curvature because of the length of the distance you see as you turn. Do you have a name for that? Or did you run?
Are you talking to Mark or Dave in the chat?
Dave in chat. I
Oh.
brought it up earlier. I couldn't think of how to describe
What would
it.
be your dome of vision? You would see an arc, especially if you could get enough altitude, you would see the arc of the shore.
Well, you can see it at a beach looking
But
at the
you-
ocean.
But it's
Dude,
still
your eye
level.
is shaped like a lens.
I look at the ocean
Obviously, you're
every
gonna
day.
see
It's
it. It's a
flat
fisheye.
all the way
It's not
across.
that, though.
You know how I can tell? I'm sitting on a perfectly level, either bridge system or deck, and I've got a 180-degree view of the ocean. In that ocean, where the level is, it's this distance from the deck on this side, and then call it 80 miles. It's probably more. It's the same height above, the plate, above the deck handle. It's the same height. So now you might see something that appears as an arc, which would be your dome or perspective or whatever it is. It's flat as fuck. I mean, it's just flat. You go across some of these big bridges out here in OBX, the bridge line is level, and you're watching the ocean line travel with it at 65 miles an hour. It's just sitting there. It's just sitting there flat, until, of course, it goes up on the higher part. But
Did you ever think of the concept that you might be the level?
where are you going with this?
Like you're the bubble in the level.
Maybe.
Like you're the gimbal.
Are you not
in the
entertained?
That
Wait,
reference
was
is now
that a-
25 years old.
Are we on
Yeah.
live now? We're
I
still
don't think
live.
they could tell.
The
I didn't.
Anyways,
Nothing.
Mark.
All right.
Where do we go from here? Where were we at? Here, let me.
Actually, I
you
have a
guys-
couple more notes.
Oh, you do?
wait, hold on. Can I just say something really quick? Can we bring back Flat Out?
When did it ever go away?
Flat out.
Yeah, man, it's totally flat. Yeah, Flat Out, man.
Can we bring back?
Can we just bring that back?
It's kind of a muscle car thing, though.
So then we'll bring back muscle cars with it.
No,
muscle cars and Flat
means,
Out.
like, straight up, right?
Wait, why is Flat Out muscle car? Well, I guess those girls that do aerobics and stuff and get all muscular, they like flatten out.
No. When you're giving it everything, flat out, just.
Right. That's totally tubular.
All right. What are your
tubular?
What are your notes, Rico?
And what are your notes?
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to bring up a kismet, which I probably wouldn't have brought up on Mark's episode, but it actually landed on him, which tripped me out. And Mark, you've heard one of mine before with 11:11. I was on an 11 o'clock break, but it was 11 minutes into it when the podcast I was listening to started talking about what 11:11 means. My CD was on track 11, the last track, so it was hidden a little ways. So it was at 11 minutes, like there were 11s everywhere.
Yeah.
And the next time this happens, I just got through watching Zodiac, the good one about the Zodiac serial killer, the one that David Fincher from the directed Fight Club did.
Okay.
And we didn't have cable, so I would go back and listen to commentary tracks. And I went and got a book to read, look up something about the Zodiac killer. And as my eyes are scanning over the words, Hitchcock's Psycho, the director says it on the DVD behind me, like it was pronouncing the words I was seeing. It was that big of a synchronicity, right?
Weird.
Well, I realized my favorite song of all time, like, tell you shit, my funeral, man, is Crowded Houses, Don't Dream It's Over. I think it's like the perfect song. And it's been popping up everywhere. I told you guys about it. It was playing in the 7-Eleven when I walked in there, to the point of where I was like, someone give me something. This song is playing everywhere I go. Nico had a dream the night before where a cover band was playing a song. And I'm in the middle of adding, because I'd already told my wife Amory about all the Don't Dream It's Over stuff that was happening like so vastly. I'm telling her that, and she's like, I probably have this wrong a little bit. You can correct me if you want to. But so who's your guest Sunday? You have anybody? I was like, yeah, Mark Sargent. How would I know him? Well, he does a movie on Netflix. And I'm just like sitting there talking. I look up at the screen, and she looks at the screen. Our TV's way up there in the bedroom. She looks at the screen too, going, I put in history documentaries. I didn't put in flat earth documentaries. If you search the terms history documentary on Netflix, Beyond the Curve comes up. And I just mentioned that you were the guest that Sunday after telling her about the Don't Dream It's Over thing that's been happening.
Cool.
Like, so something huge is about to happen. Maybe it happened last night. You guys know what I'm talking about. But I would like to think it's something positive, though, because that song...
Yeah, but that song was in my dream, which was fucking weird.
Is that the B7? Instead of a guitar solo, there's like a B organ?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Crowded House? Is it Crowded House? Is that what you're talking about?
Crowded
Don't Dream
House.
It's Over?
Hey now, don't dream.
Dude, I can't make it through that song with dry eyes whenever, like, because it's kind of like, you know, one of my brothers coming back from the dead going, now, because he's literally just saying, hey now, like, cheer up, you'll get past this. You know, it's like the most positive, like, tear-jerking song. But either way, that Kismet ended with Mark Sargent on the screen, the preview for it. And she only searched for history. That's not even a history documentary.
Yeah.
Bow to your leader, Rico. Bow to your leader.
Pretty well, I thought.
Well, I got to tell you a story, Mark, and this is really good. So I've got a very brilliant friend. I'm not going to dox him on this show or anything. That lives real close to me here in North Carolina. He's a genius engineer, and probably one of the people that I probably thought could get their arms around a new cosmological model, but he had, of course, family in NASA that wrote the literature for orbital mechanics. I had to fight through a lot of that. I had to go through a lot of things, but he's open-minded enough. He's a musician as well. And I went back and I watched The Clues for the first time in 10 years. And I got through Clue 7 with him.
Sure. And
I remember the one thing that I think is like super important for anyone watching this in the future or whatever is like what you did was you put a story that's really difficult to understand in a very easy place for everyone to listen to. And that's how it got even through to me. You know, I have a degree in biology, and I was like, am I really watching this right now? Am I going to do this? You know? And then, so I started to watch it, and I was like, I forgot how clean and easy the way you presented it was, because I immediately go into spherical trig, and that makes people's eyes glaze over, and they're like, I don't fucking understand that shit, whatever. You never really went there. You just told it in a regular story. And I watched him watch it because I'd already seen it, but I was, so watching it again for the first time in a long time, but I was watching him, and the way you put it out there. And I think why it's important what you did was that it doesn't cog diss people so much. It really, like, they actually will watch it and their cog diss button doesn't get pressed.
Right.
And I feel like, that's why the clues are powerful in that. And your writing on that, I guess is what I'm saying. Your writing on that was absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, they can't diss you. They can't diss you.
Yeah. But I think that's like super important. And I think the clues really changed a lot of people's lives.
I hadn't thought about until you had said that you're right. I didn't talk down to them, and I didn't insult their intelligence because I didn't challenge their intelligence, which was I didn't bring up any math. I didn't ask him to run down it. That was the part that blew me away, by the way, is I never once said, go to the beach and look across water and start filming stuff or taking pictures of things. Never said that anywhere in the clues. People just instinctively did it. And they called me to tell me about it. I go, why are you going to the beach? Because water lays flat. Oh, hey, I didn't even talk about that. And people just ran with it. So yeah, thanks. I tried to make it as easy as possible.
You're like the Johnny Appleseed of flat Earth.
That is, you know what? Gold star, Nico. No one has ever said that. Johnny Appleseed. That is such a weird reference.
I'm like the Rico of people that turn into people that do things that do Rico things.
I was just thinking, like,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well,
I wanted to do a compilation of Mark going, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm kind of like that too. I'm a little bit of a sucker. I'll let anybody run over me.
Well, no, I'll defer to where I've got a few saying. Did you go ahead? The one I loved was where I go, yeah. I do that. There's somebody sent me a T-shirt that says, yeah. Four yeahs in the front of the shirt.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I didn't know when I showed the shirt in the show, it's like, wow, is this like a song lyric? Like, me, yeah. And it's like, no, that's what you say when you're bending to somebody you're agreeing with somebody, but then
yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you looked at this?
Go ahead.
And
I got weirder hang-ups in around words, by the way. The two question and the one comment thing people do.
Deep breath.
Yeah.
Do I eat a steak? Yes. Do I like it well done? Sure. Will I eat it raw? No. When they do the two questions and a statement, I'm just like, oh, get through it already. It's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
No, seriously,
it's
my
a
brain starts going.
Blonde song.
Yeah. So thank you for that, Alex.
Man. I mean, honestly, you did a good favor to a lot of people who have level heads and like actually exercise common sense, which was to me, I was looking for some common sense, and it was like, if I'm going to watch this flat Earth bullshit, I need somebody that's commonsensical about it and describe it to me the way you're looking at it. Don't throw a bunch of sky bullshit at me. Just say, okay, I'm interested in what I can measure. I'm interested in what I can observe. And basically the way you laid it out, and I always recommend your videos to people that are just, flat curious. And if they can get through 6 or 7 of the proofs, I'm like, you made it through a lot more than a lot of people could, but that they can get that far into it is really a testament of your writing ability. Because if you just go out and hit them with geometry and trig, it's just like the don't, it just shut down. It's over, and you're just not gonna. And I watched it firsthand with my buddy, and I watched him watching it, and I was like, okay, this is clicking. This is an easy way to describe it, because I think our reality is important to talk about. I mean, whatever above that, I don't know, but like
it's the first thing my Grinder profile says. Flat Earth.
That's probably why you don't get any hits on that.
Well, the 3.5 on a good day is why I couldn't get no hits. Hi, Mom.
So wait,
my mom's really in chat.
So, Lowry, what you're saying is that you were proofing it to him?
I don't know if I was proofing it.
Yeah, I'm going to proof it. You know what, bitch? I'm going to proof it to you.
I'm going to proof it to you. Well, I mean, there's a lot of good proof videos out there, and some people that are, they leave a bad taste in your mouth, but they're still ours. They're ours. They're on our side. We all agree on this thing. But like the palatability of the clues was so fantastic that I just still to this day, I'll watch it. I watched it just for the first time in 10 years. I watched it and I was like, yep, it still stands up, still holds water. It's still, no pun intended. It's very laid out, very clean, quick and clear. And for anyone that's just watching this for the first time, it's Mark Sargent. It's Flat Earth Clues. It is the easiest thing to look at and watch. And then you can dive into if you really want to do the deep dives, you can go into all the other proofs, and there's thousands of them out there. You can go check them out. And it's not that big of a deal. We went through a bunch of bullshit when this first came out, and there was only a handful of us actually looking at it that we know of, at least that were
back
public.
then. If you brought it up in public, people were like,
claw your eyes out, claw your fucking eyes out.
Yeah. Now people I'm not into it, but I can kind of
they
see
know
it.
it.
Like
Yeah.
it's really accepted even with Globers now. There's 5,000 people at Nissan. Not one person went flat earther in like years.
I watched a New York producer in 2015 get fired for bringing it up. And
Really?
She even went so far as to create a sizzle reel. It's like, no, flat Earth reality show. I'm telling you, this thing's gonna be big. And she was gone.
Real Housewives of Flat Earth.
Do you have hard copies of your book, by the way?
You mean like a digital copy?
Like a book with pages, the one you read on YouTube.
I mean, there's the there's the Kindle version and there's an audio version that I put out there for free.
Oh, gotcha.
On my channel.
No, he's talking about like an actual printed book with like pages.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's on Amazon.
Can we make it into a coffee table book?
Those are all Chuck Palahniuk right there.
Dave, Weiss already made a coffee table book, and it cost him a fortune.
Coffee table book.
And it was mostly pictures.
That's what a coffee table book is.
In fact,
Mostly
the slides that I go through in interviews and the ending slides, those first whatever is 50, 60 slides, that's Dave's coffee table.
Oh, I have seen that. Actually, he had it at like 3 Flattober, the really bad audio Flattoberfest. You weren't at that one, Mark. The one that was like downtownish, not at the Shrine.
Oh no, I didn't go to that one. He was at that one.
Yeah,
I wasn't,
you weren't
at
at that one.
Yeah, that's when I thought the airlines were getting weird because I came back from a trip and there were people, flight attendants that were using heat sensors on people's foreheads at the Seattle airport. And I'm going, okay, I'm not going to the airport for a while until I can figure out what the hell's happening because the whole COVID.
I was going. While we have you, we've got you for another 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
I want to address something really fast. Like this has been something that's been an ongoing. I've been on this Alan Watts kick for the last couple of months, and like there's a lot of infighting going on amongst a lot of the prominent people that are actually visible in FE and like the common thing I'm trying to like talk to people about is like the debate's over. It's finished. They haven't answered the 5 basic questions, and it's been 10 years. They've had 10 years. The globularists have had a chance to answer them. They can't answer them. So we know the debate's over. So like this is just in my humble opinion, but I'd like to hear yours too. Is what we have now is walking forward with grace and doing and don't be a bad winner. The debate's over. Don't be a bad winner. It's now operate with grace and move forward. And I think you have really exhibited that for 10 years, which the first 3-4 years of it, I was rage quitting arguments online. I was, turning my computer off when I was hurt. I was just like, that's done. The heavy lifting is over, man. Guys, it's like chill the fuck out. And like, what are your thoughts on that? Sorry. I
want to finish why I brought up the book real quick. Every time Nathan's down and out, I talk about how in Mark Sargent's book, how Nathan snuck into the flat Earth scene. And I'm like,
which Nathan? Nathan Thompson?
Yeah.
Okay.
I talk to him when everyone hates him. You can't unfriend me. It's really hard to unfriend me.
Okay.
And then Alex brought that up, which reminded me, I've been on the phone with some of these guys that are infighting. And once I get on the phone with them, they change their tune totally. Like they're not like making hate videos when they're on the phone with you. They're like, but he could have lied about this, but you don't know that he lied. You just haven't seen this or that. But
right.
But Alex, I don't want to get too off track, but that's why I brought that up. That was a second note.
There you go. And what's your thoughts on this, Mark?
Okay, as far as moving forward, there's a couple points. First point would be let's deal with the infighting. The infighting will fade away like all things do because we've had infighting in the past. Come on, we did 10 years unscathed. There's been all sorts of weird things that have happened. In fact, I thought there was more infighting after the Netflix thing than there was.
Oh, that's true.
TFE. I mean, Jaron was again. I can talk about Jaron because he's gone now, but
no, he's not.
I mean,
I'll put money on it. He's not gone.
No, he's done.
When he says that, Mark, he's saying we don't believe Jaron's even telling the truth.
Nope,
so we don't know where he's at.
What if I told you Jaron had a fake dick?
No.
Let's not sour the broadcast on
the. He's too proud of it.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, okay, right. So,
yeah.
No. The TFC thing came and went, for example, and it's over. And it was absolutely submarined by two things. It was submarined by the Katy Perry launch, which was so beautiful because it
Oh,
made
that was good.
so
I'm gonna
many
get a tattoo of her.
question the space program. And then, of course, the Kim Kardashian thing, which just came out before we did the conference.
Yeah.
Which was Kim Kardashian. It's like, I don't believe the moon thing happened, and Buzz Aldrin sucks. It's all this other stuff. It's holy smokes, it's great. I mean, do I like her as a media personality? No. Do I think she earned the hundreds of millions of people that follow her? No.
Wait a second. I think that her saying that has something to do with the new lawsuit of her sex tape, actually.
Maybe.
The
I
sex
don't know
tape
anything about
scandal.
that,
The reason why Kim Kardashian is famous and the reason why the Kardashians are famous is because of Kim Kardashian's sex tape.
True.
There is a new lawsuit that is happening because of the other guy that was in her sex tape that is happening right now. And then that was almost like it, I don't know, almost like her like blow the whistle of, hey, something has to be some kind of intel or some kind of code words with like space and the moon and the planets that has to do with like globular war or something like that.
And she
There
can
has
say
to
her
be.
that's being told to her. Like
Either way, she hasn't brought up flat Earth. I mean, again, I appreciate
That's
that she
true.
went down the rabbit hole. She couldn't bring up flat Earth either. I mean, her marketing people would never allow it.
Yeah.
But the
Well,
fact
you
that she's
said
bringing
came and went though, it's still here as far as the infighting because I would just
it
talking to
is,
a dude.
it is, but it's not what it was. I mean, yeah, Austin's gonna have to.
It's metaphorical.
They promised me before I die that we'll hit the 100 monkey effect. That's all I want out of life right now.
Hey, me too. I
you
would
guys
love it.
do.
But
Oh
the
my
point
god,
was,
you guys,
okay,
we already have.
let me
Seriously?
let me
We hit
let me
the
talk.
100 monkey effect in like 2012. Like, where have you been?
No. I don't know. I don't know that's true yet. I don't know.
I'll
that.
talk it true.
Obviously, you wouldn't think it was true unless the
flat Earth-
100 month.
Hey, let Mark go ahead. The 100 monkey on flat Earth. Go ahead, Mark.
In generalities, flat Earth isn't going anywhere. The only thing that slowed us down was the pandemic, and then the TFE thing. The TFE thing did what it did, but again, it added drama. Let's put it this way: it had enough drama that I sent a thing off to the behind the curve producers. I go, if you guys ever want an opportunity to make a sequel, now you've got it. Because now you can retrospect, the players that were in the original, and you can say, where are they now? Blah blah blah. It's been enough time. And there's been enough drama and the cease and desist stuff. That'd be great. But as far as generally flat Earth, oh no, we're not going anywhere. There's too much content on the internet as a whole. Forget about just YouTube. I mean, YouTube's got countless thousands of hours of flat Earth content. It's all the other platforms as well. Plus what I said before, which the kids are grabbing because there's so many kids that want to be social influencers and they need content because you're not old enough to actually experiencing to make original content. So they're just grabbing everything off of YouTube, and flat Earth is one of them that they grab. Because every major channel has done a flat Earth video. No, we're not going anywhere. We're not going to go anywhere because, like you said, Alex, if you haven't, I knew this in year one, which was, if flat Earth is this werewolf running around the countryside and you're looking for a silver bullet to stop it, you had to have done it in the first year. And after that, you're done. It's over.
So 2014 would be your first year, right? I'm assuming.
Flat Earth, well, yeah, when I found Eric Dubay stuff. Oh, sorry. Let me backtrack just a sec.
You made these, right?
The what?
Sorry, the guy that made these drumsticks for me is in chat. Sorry about that, Mark. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's okay. The person that I appreciate that Alex say I helped a lot of people get into flat Earth because I talked about it in an easy way. No, the person I helped more than anyone was Eric Dubay, because Eric had content out there of 9-10 months before I did, but it was hard to understand because he was quoting a lot of stuff in books, and it wasn't easy. It was definitely second, third year stuff. And I came along. I cannot tell you the amount of people that came to me. It says, "Oh yeah, I looked at Eric's stuff. I didn't like it very much. Then I watched your stuff, year one stuff, and then I went back to Eric, and now I'm doing Eric Dubay stuff."
Really, that's cool.
Oh yeah, constantly.
That's
So
cool.
yeah.
Well,
Eric,
he's not a very likable dude, and I like everyone. Like I get burned so much, man, because I'll find something good to like about anybody. That guy's
I don't.
Savanye.
Savanye.
I don't hate.
Savanye.
I don't hate Savanye anymore. By the way, after I saw him do, and I'll do a quick shout out to. He did an interview with Blacklight. You guys know who he is. Part of Vlad's group. When he did that interview with Blacklight on video, I have never. Eric was honest to a fault, where he admitted his social phobias. And it's like, holy smokes, I thought he was being Andy Warhol all these years and it's like, oh, I'm just going to keep people at a distance. Like, no, he is terrified of going and he will not do a live stream. He will not do shorts. He will not do also any of the group stuff. He won't do roundtables. He definitely won't do conferences. And, I, as much as I would like to think that he would have done the Joe Rogan thing, even though Neil Tyson was the one that backed out, I don't think Eric would have done it. I think he would have. I think he would have chickened out at the last minute because he's got.
He did one. He did one with Mark Devlin. This has been a couple years ago, but I think he relates to Mark Devlin a lot better because Mark Devlin's very. He is. I've met him a couple times, watched his stuff, and he is. But he's very serious about his business, and I think Eric Dubé is very serious about his business. And Mark, you and I have talked about this a lot, and I think something about when you start engaging in, actually going down rabbit holes and trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
You have to exercise a little bit of comedy, a little bit of hilarity in it, which is like I think you've done really well. I think we try to do it on this show. It's like we got to try to keep it funny because the seriousness of it can take people to some dark places.
Yeah. You do not want to. Again, that's why our conferences get to do what they do. And every meetup, I have never gone to a meetup where people didn't have a good time because it comes off as too dark. I'll tell you really quick. The Vegas thing, great example. Because I've asked every conference I go to, I talk to women because there's a surprising amount of women that go to these things, meetups and conferences. I go, why are you here? Exactly. Most of the conspiracy groups are 90% men, right? But when you go into Flat Earth, there's a lot more women. And that's because, and they all say the same, because it's not as dark as other conspiracies. It's got this light, and I love it when they say the word hope. It's Flat Earth is a message of hope. And that's what women are drawn to. And so, yeah, you're absolutely right. You have to insert positivity and levity and stuff. Because if you go down that, again, I appreciate the hardcore. It's like, oh, everybody's dark and the government and we need to talk like Batman, stuff like that. It's fine. But
we need a Flat Earth Batman now.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I think you hit the nail on the head, man. It's like you got to have a giggle.
Yeah,
you have to have deception.
It's called comic relief for a reason, which is unless you have that release point, eventually it wears on you. It's like I'm just not in the mood to be. It's kind of like when I tell people, if you're ever feeling too good about yourself, if your day is going too well, watch the mini series Chernobyl.
Okay, that's just kind of mean, actually.
No,
the lead actor is not.
Wait, he's just talking in general, Nicole. He's just talking in general.
No. I'm saying it's a fantastic series. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, but he already looked like he was burned from Chernobyl before he even started acting. That guy. Okay, the confidence level in that guy and the lead actor. Right there, Mark, you're right.
But imagine that running like multiple seasons. That's what Flat Earth could have been, but that's not what we are. Again, I honestly, which is why I try to say that in the clues, it's a message of hope, which is this
Did
world.
You see the Chernobyl horses, by the way?
No, I don't want to think about the Chernobyl horses.
There's now Chernobyl horses. I just saw it on TikTok.
Okay.
What?
I'm giving you the full screen so you can walk us out here, and then we're gonna let you go for the night.
I love you.
Before you go, I think we're starting to tighten down quite a bit, and then we got to hear a lot more about what I wanted to hear. The whole world gets to hear about you all the time. It's really nice to hear where you're coming from and put a little bit more human to you. Because every time me and you have a conversation, there's something weird like "don't say round words."
Moist. Mark, I really appreciate you coming out and being very moist tonight.
But this has been great. We're going to book you every other Sunday for the next 3 years so we get this many hits.
Sure. You can book me whenever you want.
Yeah.
Mark,
Yeah, you
remember
like
when
doing
I
it for
called
fun?
you and I was like, "Hi, this is Nicole. I just want to just confirm that you are going to be on Tinfoil Sombrero on Sunday." And you were like, "What?"
Well, you know, DJs are a point or 4.5, right? Like he's one of us, but he doesn't have to be full time.
What?
Sort of like Steve
Mark
Martin on Saturday
created
Night Live.
us, dude. Mark literally created us. He is the creator. He is our
Oh
leader.
no! Oh, Nico, do not give me
You're
that.
the leader of Earth.
Listen, Rico took me to my leader.
Just because I tell people I'm a flat Earth cult leader doesn't mean I'm actually a flat Earth cult leader.
Okay, yeah, says like CIA's handbook.
Just because
Do you have to
people
pay
don't-
taxes?
just because people play
Do you have a
Clue to go to
501c3?
sleep. What?
You know what? I never
501c3.
donated anything to you.
Is that what the tax deductible churches are? 501c3?
Yeah, it's 501c3.
Yeah,
It's a weird one.
Most cult leaders, it doesn't go well for them. So I do it tongue in cheek. But
Well, that's what I did, man. I cut my junk off. And I
How
bought
is that
some-
going for you?
Well, you know, with the woman,
There was no comment.
with the
And
woman
my
in
junk's still
England who
gone.
was listening to my stuff for 9 years to fall asleep. It didn't go so well.
Okay, yeah, everybody.
I know that one.
So if you Google Mark
Got
Sargent,
that.
you can definitely fall asleep to him. You
Yes.
can do all kinds of things, but most of the time you'll fall asleep to him.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. No.
Hey,
I
Mark,
mean, men and women have told me
Hey,
this over
Mark.
the years. Yeah.
Mark,
yes.
can you call me after the show and tell me a bedtime story?
Hey, Mark, you might have Lowry's Mars, but we have whiskey, and this is a
Yeah.
way better song than Mars, if you ask me.
Mark, we love you, buddy. Thanks for coming on. You're always a pleasure. And guys, we'll see you next Sunday. Cheers.
Yeah, and actually, this is to be continued.
This is already a three-peat.
I mean, we can be a four-peat.
I need new friends.
No, Mark, call me.
Watson's gonna be our
Call
first
me.
four-peat.
Tunnels lead to New Jersey. New Jersey
Great.
leads to the States. States lead to the ocean, but I'm standing in the field.
Am I staying or am I leaving?
And those
Hey,
days.
Oh,
no,
stick around
I'm
for a
gonna
second.
call
I'll leave it
you.
on. Just for like 2 minutes. Unless you're going somewhere.
No, hold on, Mark.
What?
I'm calling you.
No, don't.
River days of
My favorite part of the song. The whole thing.
roadside love.
I declare this is better than Mars.
Western hearts have
And I got a crush on Guitar Girl.
The what now?
Or-
Oh, for the love of God.
God.
put that away.
I buy her
Don't you
breakfast.
know? You gotta grow up sometime. You gotta grow up sometime.
Are you on speakerphone? I just wanted to say, what a great show.
The other way. Not gonna grow up sometime.
Fantastic. You're invited all the time.
Oh, well,
Like you.
if you're ever in desperate need, just grab it.
I mean, if you're ever in the Outer Banks, you can just like take the ferry over to us. Isn't it? I mean, like, we're as far away as we can be in the whole entire United States. Isn't that romantic? Okay, I gotta
How good
go.
Lowry is at
I gotta
drinking
make
that
chicken.
coffee. Do you drink coffee live, or is that an ADAT playing in the background?
Yeah, sometimes it's coffee. Sometimes.
It's ADAT. As we sold drugs. I swear that's what I thought you were saying for the first 100 times I heard this. You guys glorified drug dealers? My wife walked by.
It was coffee. It was coffee that morning.
You know, one
Definitely
day I'm
coffee.
going to do a whole podcast about knowing Lowry for all of this time. And
All
it was
of it.
like, all of it.
Hey, Alex, did
Leave
you,
some mystery. It's a Kirk
Alex,
link,
did you
right?
check your Telegram and look at the? Oh, I didn't put the sticker in there. Damn it! I made a an animated thing kept in sticker.
You made an animation?
You
I-
sent
I
it to
did-
Telegram? He doesn't even. Do you even have Telegram on your phone?
Yeah, I got
Alex?
Telegram somewhere here.
Yeah, he sends me. Well,
I haven't logged in forever.
He says are dick pics. I don't know what I would call
I
them.
want your
never
Telegram,
used it.
Lowry. What's your Telegram? I want to
She's
send
a
you
little
shit.
Oriental.
I don't know.
You have Telegram, Nico? Everybody's on Telegram.
I'm not.
Everybody's on
So
Telegram.
clearly, not everybody is.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I got a video. Yeah.
I mean, unless it just goes to my phone.
Well,
I'm looking at it.
One is
Oh, guys, this is the best part.
Modeled, the Chris Pontius thing that he won.
Oh yeah.
Motor in. What's that movie? With the guy, the Chinese guy there with the firecrackers. Come on. Still 2 more Hoffman. Boogie Nights. This is the best part. No one loves this.
Oh my God, I remember when this video came out and Abby came up to me and she was like, "Oh my God, do you want to see Lowry's new video?" And I was like, "Yes."
Is that be the one from Walking Dead or the guitarist?
Well, it was kind of a story. It was a little bit of
There's
a
a
story.
lot of
with our
stories
friend group.
involved in this.
It was a little bit of a story with our little friend group.
There's some scandal.
There was a little scandal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here. Oh, I'd give her $8.
Yeah, and I kind of want to narrate this whole entire video because of the scandal, because I can see everybody in it. I'm like, ooh,
You double the
I wonder what she's
population that night,
thinking.
Lowry. You even got the dudes pregnant, Lowry.
Oh.
What?
Me too. I'm totally kidding, dude. Me too.
I never met her.
But I'm on the wagon.
All right, stick around, guys. It's almost over. I'll be cutting the show, but don't leave just yet.
That's it. Okay.
Hey, shout out to the
Oh,
chat and everybody
hey.
who's here. Thank you so much for joining the Tinfoil Sombrero, aka Mark Sargent shit show this evening.
Oh, that's great. Hey, Lowry, I want to show you this picture of Norma Jean Singer. He's coming on our show after their tour.
Okay.
That stops the video, doesn't it? Never mind. It does.
Everybody clap your hands for Mark Sargent.
I think it's the lazy eyes. I've always had a thing for stoner girls, and I hate that.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about the banjo player?
She's singing along with the track in a different
Well, she's
tempo
playing
than
the
you're
guitar
hearing
right
it, and
now.
then whenever they do bring the BPMs back up, it makes her look like she's in slow motion. That effect makes anybody look cooler.
All right, love you guys. We'll see you next Sunday. Cheers.
Mwah.